Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Embodying Greatness. I'm here with a special guest today, Anne Frigstad. She's a friend and colleague of mine, and I'm going to introduce her, first of all, and then we will dive into a colorful conversation going with the flow. So let me read Anne's bio. She is a glow activist. She stands for joy and aliveness as key priorities for our most powerful impact in the world. Her devotion to divine feminine infuses both her personal path as well as her offerings. Anne holds a Master of Science degree and has close to 20 years experience in different corporate leadership positions. She has 3 children, congratulations, together with her partner of 22 years. Congratulations for this, for building and growing your family. Her so-called midlife crisis ignited her spiritual awakening, creating an experience of full-blown midlife magic in all areas of life. She's certified as emotional trainer, beautiful self-color coach, and recently graduated as Ecstatic leadership coach certification. In her partnership with teachers Anaita June and Catherine Aspas, it has been her honor and joy to support 150 plus women through transformational programs in the last 4 years. Anne embraces being both a work of art and work in progress. She is currently expanding her corporate role by hosting group sessions, one-on-one coaching, and monthly white women at work sessions for 70 plus women. Through her company, Brilliant, which I love this name. And she offers transformational programs supporting women to take up space and colors inside their bodies and in the world. So I'm going to share then more links below this podcast through which you can connect to Anne and also enjoy a special offers she has for us. Welcome, Anne.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's do like this. Let's go reverse mode because I love to shake things, a little bit. So would you like to share, first of all, which is your treat for the listeners of our podcast today?
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So what can I offer that can create an impact in a small and simple way? What I want to do, this glow activist, is to ignite glow and to be glowing, and how that actually impact and change the world. Just in this small way. If I come with my light on, it really changes the day for anyone I meet. So I have 2 different offerings. One is a little book that I made one night. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I knew the story and I wrote it, and I wanted to fill it with art. And instead of painting all these paintings, I looked through everything I had in my pile of painted illustrations, and there was one for each page. So this is a small book that you can get as an ebook if you sign up for my newsletter. And with that, you'll also get any new offerings that come. And the other thing that I have made a little program that is self-study. Do it yourself. Try this at home. So if you sign up for this program, I will give you we can make a special code like Silvia. And then instead of $88, the price will be only $22 for a program with the steps, the ways and the exercises, and some examples how you can find some of the colors that really harmonizes for you by looking at yourself in the mirror and repeating some of those colors, and also some other tools to ignite your glow.
Yes.
So those are the 2 offerings.
Beautiful. In fact, with you, when I met you the first time, I started exploring the power of colors by looking at myself in the mirror. I didn't know about, these special natural matches we have just by looking at our, maybe eyes colors or the color of our skin. And
Yeah.
so this is very interesting to me. Would you like to share with the audience, with us all, how our natural colors impact and can impact our life? How can we embody more our powerful soul and essence by matching these powers in harmony, with harmony?
Yeah. So I want to say first that anything I teach or offer is not to be a prison or a rule book that you have to do like this. I really stand for playfulness and permission, that we can do anything with any color as well, that we can wear anything that will give us joy, for example, or that feels good and have such good memories. Maybe it is something that you had at a special time in your life and you still want to wear it. But working with me, I might say that color specifically is dimming your light, or that color is overpowering you. So those are some of the ways I give clear feedback about colors for you, but still you can do whatever you want. So it's the balance of learning something, but always having freedom and especially to play and choose as we like.
I love this.
So I think about color. It is actually, as with everything, in my belief, a seed. It will become a certain flower or a certain plant. It is encoded. And you buy the seed, you want sunflower, or you buy the seed and you want a daisy, and it will become that. It is encoded in the seed. And I think that's true for so many, or maybe for everything. What should I be doing? What is my gift to the world? What is mine to do? It is also encoded in us. And how can we find that guidance? And that is also true for color, that it is encoded in us, something around color. We are visible. You can see us. We are visible, and it has to do with frequency and light. That's how we can see something. And we are already encoded with certain frequencies and light that transmits as colors. So when I see you, I see color. And the concept is to choose colors. Our feathers, like with other animals, they don't wear so much clothes, but they are really already with their feathers. We choose our feathers, we choose what we wear on the outside. And what I want to teach is how, starting with seeing yourself, maybe we never looked for that, never looked for what is my eyes and my skin and my hair already encoded with, and repeat that and harmonize with that and amplify what we, and strengthen and bring forward what we want to bring forward today. So today you are wearing red. This is bringing something forward, something specific. I'm wearing my brown. It's a different quality. If I was wearing my red, I would bring out something different. So we are actually able to amplify and strengthen and bring something forward with what we wear, in addition to harmonizing. Yeah.
Yes, I love very much the element of playfulness, and so that we can follow harmoniously our natural colors. But I also love to be like crazy sometimes, and literally play with colors, maybe put something that is very, very far away from my natural colors. And this, at the beginning, it was for me, by looking myself at the mirror, it was for me a way to explore myself deeper in a way that I hadn't done before. I did the very famous exercise, look myself in the eyes, in the mirror, and say like, I love you. But it's another thing to look at myself and focus on the colors. I love this. And I also love this internal guidance which I have, that every day and for every special occasion, let's call them like this, I feel an inner voice. I hear it, she's telling me which color to wear. And it's very interesting that today I'm wearing red because this is our second attempt, to record this podcast. And the first one, I absolutely didn't feel like wearing any colors. That day, actually, I had chosen black and very dark brown. And I have this remembrance, of that day. And it was all gray outside. And then we didn't record it. And today it's different. We are here, we are sharing, and the energy is much brighter. And I felt totally fine in wearing red. So somehow it is as if colors are also guiding us through our life and our evolution. What do you think about this concept?
I think it's an incredible gift to have access to our guidance, and something really to nurture and build access to. And I think when we follow our guidance, no matter how it comes, if it's like a voice or an image, it feels like an idea, to strengthen that connection, I think it really supports us to come into life in our fullness, to take up our space, to bring our gift, to have the fun with it, to have the connection and the sense of life is magical. And this is what I want to both experience and create. About guidance for color, for me, it took a long while to see disharmony or harmony, and to learn to see this is actually overpowering me. And especially the clothes I already had. It was a strong yellow dress. I could not see that this is not harmonizing for me. Even the teacher told me, it's too strong for you. I could not see it because I had so much fun in that dress. I think it was all the memories. So it was really a training, and it could be something similar as learning to taste the different grapes in wine, or which wine district, to taste the nuances that you actually need to practice. So for me, I needed to practice to learn to see this. And one of the angles of the work that I'm offering is also, if you want to have fun and have a beautiful day and play, you can choose freely. But if you want to be on stage or on camera and reach out, and you're on TV today, like what will lift your face and your message forward? Mm-hmm. And that really gives a clear example of when you really don't want, if you put something on, is this now distracting, or is it lifting even more forward the message and you? So with red, for example, red is the strongest color that we have. It's very high vibration and very strong. If it is your red, it will bring out passion and celebration to the most. It amplifies emotions, and it will also amplify conflict. If there is conflict in the space, if there is something difficult, red is also triggering to that. So it's good to know if you want to be in love, passion, celebration. I'm bringing my red, and it can really lift the vibe. But if you're wearing a red that is not yours, if your coloring is so that this deep burgundy is the red that brings out your passion, then this orange red will be in disharmony. It will not be nice for you to wear it. It won't feel good for you to wear it. And it will be disharmonious, dissonant in the space between you and the other person. It's out of harmony. It's like music. If someone is singing and then comes this trumpet, if it plays something very different, it is just disturbing the vibe that you want to bring forward. And if it is in harmony, in tune, it is woof, you know how it feels when music, someone is singing, and then comes the second singer and it harmonizes and it lifts the space. So this is it about the harmony, that it can really make it fuller and richer and support you to hold that vibe. If you dress in the morning like that and you look in the mirror after lunch and you're reminded again about your intention for the day, supported by this.
Yes, I love about this that we can play with different nuances of the same color, because red is not just red. I mean, we have so many shades of it, you know. And this is true because today I got this kind of like fire red, but I also have the burgundy, and I love that for rituals, for example. I love that to dive into my femininity, and it's a kind of even more grounding nuance for me. So I love that we can also play with shades, and that we can, yes, follow our own intuition in what we wear, what we use for the makeup, or to decor our home, for example, or our environments, but that we can also consciously choose the nuance or the color, because we can give a specific power, a specific intent to one color. I love this. So we, through this awareness, we can truly master our life on a daily basis. And I also love to explore with you a little bit more further. You know, you talk to me about repetition, repeating the colors, and also this power of transmitting a message through a color. And also, this is a very interesting point that you just mentioned, the freedom of changing the colors through the day. Maybe I wake up in the morning and I need a boost, so I choose red. But then towards the day, maybe I have an appointment, and then when I go to bed, or maybe I want to have a yoga session, I change the colors. So also this power and freedom to change colors during our days. How would you like to, to explore further these topics?
Yeah, you mentioned many different angles. I think at the core, what I think is really important, and it's not really what you asked, but the fact that you are so beautiful, that we are all so beautiful, and we can easily see it in a child, or maybe in nature, in animals, that every animal is so beautiful. The fact that I am and you are so incredibly beautiful, and the power and the consequence when we know that and choose to know that, I think we activate something that is always there. The potential is there in everyone, and we activate it into from the dormant state, more or less, to your unique expression of your beauty. It is incredibly powerful and enlivening in the space. So that's the first. It's almost like dough. You make pizza or something and it starts to swell. It's like this kind of swelling and light that it comes alive. So repetition is about repeating something to make it really give its impact. Like one flower or 100 of those flowers in the space is woof, giving a different impact. So you asked about the repetition and why do that? It's so we can see it. You know, even just the color of your eyes, when you wear your eye color, it strengthens that I will see your eyes. And there's something encoded in your eyes that is so special and unique. What do you want to ask now? You said several things from that.
Yes, there is something that truly pops up for me very strongly, and it's about being seen.
Mhm.
So we use colors to be seen. And we use repetition. That it's true, that example that you just shared, one flower or thousand of those flowers. That is completely different. So through colors, I can amplify my essence and I can amplify my impact in the world, in the environment which I am in, and also for myself. I can vibrate
Yeah,
so high that I can myself do
yeah,
recognize
that's it.
my own
That's it.
vibrations. And this is the most
That's it.
powerful,
That's it.
beautiful thing.
That's it. Yeah, you will make impact, but you will experience yourself. You will experience you. And that is so incredible to experience yourself. Like, this is being, ooh, it is so delightful, or it is so strong, or it is so grounding, it is so powerful, it is so like the fluttering to experience myself
Yes,
and repeating what I am. It's a brave thing. It's a visible thing. What do I want to wear? What is the trend this season? What are you wearing to the party? Or what do I want to amplify and repeat what I am and have it be so visible? It's brave. It's like, and this is why do we share ourselves? Why do you want to be seen so much? I want to experience myself.
yes. So what comes to me, it is the power of self. So this sharing that we started with the intent to explore the power of colors indeed takes us inside of us and to the core of everything. So our unique light, our unique essence. So the power of colors is the power of self, because I choose which colors to wear, to put on me, and I choose which colors I am.
Yeah.
So today I am this color, tomorrow I am another color, and in a few hours I'm another color again. And through each of these changes, there is something that keeps on staying there, and this is our soul, our core. So this exploration through greatness and through colors brings us back to who we are, brings us back to the I amness, I am. And so,
Yeah, and I think when you're saying I am red or I'm this color, I'm that color, I'm thinking it's not something outside of you. It's not something on you. That's not the point. And like with music, if you put on classical music and you dance or you move with that, or you put on hip hop and you move with that, or you put on jazz and you move, like when you dance freely and you move with the jazz, it's a different expression of you coming through. And that dancing with the color, that dancing with the music is the point. It's not that you stand still and play the music and everyone can experience the music, but you as the jazz, and then you as this classical, and you as this joyful, the way you dance with it, the way you express that part, and let the color be like the music that can activate this part.
yeah. And there is also something else which I discussed with you previously and that I've noticed in my life. And it's what I call seasons of colors.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized that through my life, I had periods, maybe years, or yes, years for sure. I was drawn just to one color. So there was for me the season of blues, and then the season of the ivory and golden, and then the season of red. And I was, like buying stuff of that color, not just garments, but also objects around me, always that color. So as if that season was an activation through that color, of a special version of me, a special side of me inside of myself that wanted then to bloom and to ground within and then to bloom outside. So what about these seasons of colors? Have you noticed them maybe in your life? And also, if you have some, professional nuggets of wisdom to share with us about this.
Yeah. So I would just invite curiosity when you experience something like that, because it can be color, or it can be type of music, or it could be other things that is coming strongly forward for you. And just have curiosity as well, like we are experiencing it and we are also witnessing what's happening in my life, that part. And color can have, one part is the chakras, the energy system of the body. Each has a color of itself. So if green is coming forward, maybe there's something connected to your heart, and all of these different chakras. For myself, yellow is coming forward, and my third chakra, and also with my body, I'm noticing I can bend at that point at my solar plexus, and I'm practicing now, reminding myself to straighten up my back, not to push my shoulders back. Even if my shoulders come forward when I'm bent at this third chakra point, I don't push my shoulders back, straighten my back and open the flow in my third chakra, and let yellow be a support in that as well. So how does it come to you, this inspiration? And what can it mean? Blue, maybe you connect it with spaciousness, the ocean and the sky, or maybe you connect it with peace and calm. So it can be a different connection for each person. And also it could be, I want more passion in my life. Maybe I should bring in some red. That could also come from that side. If you want to create something and bring a specific color in, what does this color mean to you, and what can it be that you'd like to have more of? And at the same time, we don't need to analyze too much. We can also allow and trust that part. And then just when you mentioned season of color, it's also part of the color theory, which was also, I think, at least very popular in the 1980s, and now getting a revival many places, that you talk about color season being spring or autumn or winter or summer, which is a different way of talking about seasons. So you're more talking about the seasons of life in this,
Yes, but I do also remember right now as some colors are linked to particular periods in history. For example, when I think about the 70s, I got acid green or that orange, or brown. I got these matches of colors. And when I think about the first, like, maybe 10, 20 years of the 20th century, I think about very pale colors, the laces and the corsets.
Yeah.
So I think about maybe ivory and white. So we also have different colors with different ages in our history. Or for example, when we go back to medieval times, there were the red, the green, all those colors coming from powders.
Representations, right?
Yes.
And if you want to bring out your ceremony part, some colors you connect with that, and maybe that is also with historical connection.
Yes.
I will also say that with that, some people did not wear their best color at that time if they were following the fashion, because, for example, in the 1980s with the pastel and everything, it's not the best for everyone. And so just think about little girls and little boys, and there's like the baby pink or the baby blue. Those are kind of main options. It is not, for many girls, the pinks are not, they're dimming them, they're distracting to them. It's not bringing them forward. It's making them look pale or making them look strange compared to the colors, and they want all to maybe look like what they see on TV or with their classmates. But I am so inspired by the power of allowing children also to be expressed through their colors.
Yes.
And be seen and look in the mirror and see something different than the clash of harmony when you wear this popular purple and pink or these special colors. And my daughter is an example. She is very light in her color and soft. So these strong colors are just making her look very pale. And it's not so nice when you look in the mirror and see a pale face. And when I give her this softer color, she is lit up. She's like, wow. And that's an important gift to give to a child and a teenager, that they can see this lit upness in the mirror instead of the clash and feel like they are like a gray mouse or look pale.
Yes, and allow themselves to allow them to play with color.
I need to do that too. I need to not say you can only wear this, you're not allowed.
Exactly.
So I need to practice that.
Yes, this sharing just made me realize how we live through certain assumptions also with colors, because as you said, baby blue for boys and then baby pink for girls. But who decided that? So through this sharing, I am sensing how we are truly coming back to our power, because we become aware of what we have created so far with all these assumptions that we just have taken for granted. I mean, and also, you know, I was receiving images about black for like funerals, for example, or white for weddings, or this also depends about the cultures. Not all the cultures are the same around the world. So maybe we use red for weddings and we use white for funerals. So through this sharing, I also command to our audience to open up, to truly become playful with colors, to make a decision. Who am I? Who do I want to be? And which meaning do I want to give to that color today, in this moment, as I'm wearing it, as I'm choosing it for any kind of environment, maybe for my car, maybe for the wall I want to paint, you know. So be the master, be the one in charge of your choices, even through colors. Now, we are wrapping up. We got 1 minute to go. So I ask you to share one message. One can be one word, can be one quote that you find empowering about colors for all of us.
Is also what I was feeling as you were talking towards the end, is that about color, your light is so important. And if it is dimmed, if it is not turned on, it will feel flat and empty inside. And if you can turn it on, it's going to feel alive. So it comes from inside. And that is really what I would like to impact, the feeling of being lit up, and it's coming from inside of you. Yeah.
Okay, I hope I also got a little guest here.
Yeah.
Okay, Anne, thank you so much for this sharing. So we are sending colorful and bright blessings to everyone. Yeah. Links for connecting and for joining Anne's offers are below. And so I see you with the next powerful message. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Silvia.